Hey, what's up, everyone? I just got something new in. I wanted to share it with you and point out some interesting things. This is the Atomic Defender large OTF knife. Might look familiar. I purchased this one maybe a couple months ago. This is the Atomic Defender mini OTF knife. As you can tell, this doesn't really seem like a mini knife at all. But when it's kind of compared to this one, it does look mini. This actually is a nice size. There is a medium that's in the middle, but I don't have that one yet. We'll do a little comparison later between these two, but just wanted to start by giving you a few specs on this. I want to start by saying I got this at Grindworks, and it was pretty cheap. They're running a sale. I believe it was like $26.99 for this, which I think is a pretty fair price. Like I said, it's a budget OTF, so, it's not a Microtech. We know that going in. But I think it's an excellent knife for the price. I think I got my money's worth very easily. And I think there's an excellent chance I will probably get the medium. I don't think I'd get another large one, though, because this is one of the few that they sell that's in a solid color or something that's not garish. A lot of them are kind of weird. Like they have like these like pictures of like vintage pinups and stuff on there. That's not really my thing. I tend to like either, more sedate patterns or, just solid colors and stuff. So let's start with some measurements because you're not going to believe some of these measurements, particularly the weight. So let's see if we can zero this. And it's not working. Is it working? And it weighs 0 grams. This was just working. Okay. Well, I just weighed it before, and let's see. Okay, let's try and get that over here where it's a little flatter. And try and zero again. Let's put this on here. You know what? Maybe we won't weigh it today. It was working before, trust me, but we'll just take some measurements. I believe this is around 8 ounces. It's a pretty heavy one. Lengthwise, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have about 5.5 inches, not including the glass breaker. With the glass breaker closed, it is about 5 3/4 inches. So pretty long there. And the blade, we'll put that at about, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 3 3/4 inches on the blade. So pretty long blade. It's only a stainless steel blade, so nothing fancy there, which is kind of what you'd expect for $26.99. It didn't say it was 440C stainless. So what I'm assuming is that it's just some kind of really lower quality stainless instead of something like, say, 440C. So I'm not expecting a lot in the edge retention category. On the bright side, though, I'm sure it'll be very, very easy to sharpen because, it's not like you're dealing with, like, some kind of super steel. So let's take a look at this blade stock. And the blade stock is, let's see, get it right here, 0.10. That's interesting, 0.10. 0.10. It actually had advertised at 0.11, but coming up to 0.10, and then it tapers off to 0.09 at the end. The width of the blade, it's a narrow blade, 0.77 inches. Handle is 0.55 inches wide. And from this area right here, because it's kind of a wavy shape, it's 1.12 inches. As far as balance goes, if you're someone who likes a lot of balance in your knife, this is not balanced. It's got a ton of weight right in here. It has aluminum scales, and they are very beefy aluminum scales. The texture on them is not bad. With some other budget OTFs, like the Lightning, which isn't a bad budget OTF either, Also have aluminum handles, but they're not really that grippy at all. This one does have some knurling here, and it's really not bad. This part right here, it's more recessed, so there's not as much to grab onto here, but this part is great. Same thing here. Nothing over here. I probably would have liked to have some texturing in here, and possibly even over here a little bit too, but I guess this kind of functions like a ramp sort of thing, so that's understandable. But a little bit here would have been very nice for the fingers. Action is pretty good. No complaints there. When I first took it out of the box, it was a little stiff, which is to be expected. And I would say after maybe 20, 25 openings and closings, it worked pretty well. So that double action does work pretty well here. On the back here, we have the typical glass breaker you'd see. And it looks like it has like 4 holes there for lanyards. And it's attached to the top, and it has a pocket clip. The pocket clip I am not a fan of. If you look at that, it's kind of just kind of flush narrow, and it doesn't look like it would have a lot of grip. Like, let's say you put on a pants pocket, and it has like the seam on the pocket. I don't see this really gripping it the way some other clips kind of come up a little bit over here. Don't see that happening. Also, I noticed that it's not a very doesn't look like it would be very durable. So I think if you were, like, say, walking very quickly and this were to catch on something somehow, I could see this bending and over time losing some spring in that pocket clip. So this is definitely like one of the weak links in this. I would say that of all my knives, the one that has the best clip, it's amazing, is the Boker Stubby Strike. Amazing clip. I mean, it's actually, you have to put some effort to unclip it from your pants pocket. That is not getting lost under any circumstances. But this one is a little, let me see. These two right here, let's compare them. So let's put them nice and evened up here. And you can see there's quite a difference here. Looking at, like I said, 4 inches here. And this one is about, let's say, 1.25 inches longer. So quite a bit difference in width. And like I said, over here, this way, this is just about 1 inch, kind of fits in that profile. This maybe about 1.5 inches. So there's definitely quite a difference. And then with blade length and action, about the same thickness on the blade stock, probably about 1 inch on the blade length, I'd say. I would actually like to carry this, but the knife laws in my state are pretty straightforward for concealed carry. 3-inch blade measured from the handle to the tip is allowable. Open carry of, I guess, technically any length blade is allowed, but as I've talked to people in knife shops and whatnot, the thing there is, let's say you have this clipped in your pants pocket, and clip is showing. Well, it's considered open carry, so any length would be allowed. But if your shirt is outside your pants and it goes over here, well, now it's concealed. This is only about a 2.6-inch blade, so that's fine. But then if this one is hanging out there, oh, not so fine now, because this is about 3.6 inches. So it's a little strange. So this one I just kind of got because I think it's really cool. As a matter of fact, my wife even seemed to like it. She was getting annoyed because I was sitting there in the living room doing this number, which I like to do, and I tend to do even more with the new ones because I like to work them out. Plus, it's just a cool thing. It's like a fidget spinner for real men. So I was trying out, and she didn't care for it. But then she needed to open some things up, and well, then my new knife was needed. So I got a couple of them, but I ended up giving her the biggest, heaviest, most gargantuan thing, and she liked it. Like I said, the only problem I think I'm going to have with this is that after use, you're probably going to see this wear down more quickly than you will with other steels. But on the bright side of that, it will probably be pretty easy to bring back. It's not going to take too much because it's probably a softer, lower quality steel. One other thing I do want to bring up is that this does have some blade play, just like this one right here has some blade play. And again, that's to be expected with an OTF, and it's especially to be expected with an OTF that costs under $30. So, like I said, it's not a major deal here. I don't know if you can see. Well, I'll try and shut up for a second so you can hear. And front to back. Now, it's not a lot of play. Again, it's to be expected. If there was no blade play in this knife, I would be absolutely shocked and amazed. But, you know, it is what it is, as they say. It's a lower quality knife, and to be honest with you, there are OTFs that are a lot more expensive than this that have some blade play. Now, if I paid like $800 for it, I'd want less blade play or no blade play. But it's not $800. It's $26.99. And for that matter, I think this was like $21 or $22. Highly recommend this one also. I mean, basically, if you ask me which one I would recommend, it kind of depends on whether or not you want to carry it and what your laws are. Like I said, I would probably rather carry this one just because it's freaking cool. This is freaking cool too, but like I said, it's kind of like this is a limitation for me because, like I said, this is like 2.6 inches. This is 3.6 inches, and then the medium one is like 3.25 inches. Now, I would much rather just carry this one, to be honest, but like I said, because of the legal issues, I carry this one when I do carry. Lately, I've been carrying a Spyderco that I bought because that's like my new baby. So I've been carrying the Spyderco around. But please keep your eye on the station because I have some other OTF models coming up, along with some other OTF related videos. So if you like this, you'll probably like those. And if you do like this, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I will see you later.